folks, Gene Gallen here. I got the infamous Andrew Jones with Tar Heel. Infamous, you are infamous. With Tar Heel Illustrated. We're here at the Dean Smith Center, and we're going to talk about Chatham County's, as Pat Welder called him, the Prince of Pittsburgh. Nobody calls him the Prince of Pittsburgh.
That was a great piece.
It was a great half-hour documentary. But anyway, quick rundown of what you've seen of Drake, his pluses, his minuses. Give us a quick overview.
I think the pluses are there are a lot of things he can do to help the team. I think there are a lot of things he can do at this level. When he gets on the floor, he's not just a body relieving a guy for a few minutes. He can handle the ball. He plays with his head up. He can rebound. He actually will rebound on the defensive end and push it with the handle the other way, so he's playing with confidence. His shot is kind of so-so as a freshman, but he actually took a shot against the Kansas inside their zone. He was playing in the point man inside the zone that I didn't think he would take. But he took it as a freshman, so I thought that was a good sign. The shot will come. He can do a lot of little things for Hubert. And I think that's one of the reasons why he might play more than Ian Jackson, because Ian does a couple of things well, whereas Drake does a lot of things well, and he's a really good defender. He could be an impact player defensively. In fact, I know it was the exhibition at Memphis, but they played to win. And Hubert put him in the game with like 3 minutes left to play defense so they could close that game out. And he was on the floor for like almost all those 3 minutes, and that was in October of his freshman year. I know it was an exhibition, but it was a sign of trust from Hubert. So I think you'll see him in some situations where they don't really need him for offense, but he could be a facilitator by moving the ball and it not getting stagnant with him, and he could be a defender on the other end.
Is his defensive play the thing that's allowing him to play more minutes? Because doesn't Hubert usually like to play 5-6?
Well, Hubert will play 10 guys if they have 10 guys who can play. I think what gets him minutes is he can play defense, but on offense he's not stagnant. He's not a wasted spot. Like, he'll move the ball. He doesn't always have to result in the basket either with an assist or with a field goal, but he keeps the ball flowing. He moves without the ball. He doesn't slow them down in their half-court sets, and he's very good in transition. So he could be effective on both ends of the floor. Even if he doesn't score, he could be effective offensively.
All right, this is like the third game of the season. What kind of improvements does he have to make over the term of the season?
He just needs to play. Get out there and play, and his strengths will continue to surface more, and then we'll start to see where his weaknesses are a little bit more, and I think Hubert will play him accordingly. Defense is going to be a strength throughout. I think being a smart player, an IQ guy, is definitely a strength as well, but they have other IQ guys, smart players, who can also score, who are a little bit more polished offensively than he is right now. So I think it'll be a couple months before we really know what his actual role is going to be. There might be games where he plays 20 minutes, and the next game he may play 5 minutes. I think he's that kind of guy, and it might be based on need. If Seth gets in foul trouble, if Seth's the best defender, I could see Drake playing some. And they also need Cade Tyson to step up and be the player they thought he was going to be. Drake played the 4 in 2 different stints at Kansas the other night, and he really shouldn't be playing the 4 because Tyson isn't ready yet. So if Tyson gets comfortable and starts hitting shots and the trust in him comes, he's going to play the 4, and Drake will more naturally play the 3 when he goes in, which is his better position right now.
All right, you mentioned smart and you mentioned high IQ. It means different things to different people. When you say that, what do you mean?
Well, he doesn't make mental mistakes. He's not out of position. When the offense that they want to run now is a lot of fluid motion, you're not going to see him in a situation where there's 3 guys in a corner with the ball, and he's one of them. He's going to consistently move without the ball. He knows how to cut, set screens. He knows how to use screens. He knows how to cut. He knows how to kind of keep the vitality offensively going. So that's why I don't think he hurts them. Even if he doesn't score, he's not going to hurt them offensively. And that's why I think right now, if they played a big-time game today, and Hubert need to play either Drake or Ian Jackson, I think Drake would get the majority of the minutes.
So basically you're saying to the folks of Chatham County that Drake was a good addition to the UNC game.
Very good addition. He'll probably be here a few years, regardless of what the NBA draft stuff is. He needs a few years, but he's got a chance to be. A lot of people try to compare him to Leaky Black. I don't think that's fair because everybody's their own deal. But if you want to do that comparison, he could be a higher end Leaky Black, more offensive, better scorer, quicker offensively, maybe even better in transition, and has good defensively.
So it sounds like he's got an upside, and it sounds like Hubert's going to invest the time and coaching into him.
Yeah, and in my dealings with him, he seems like a kid that really is grounded and understands that it's a process. I don't think he's a kid that's coming in here and he's looking at the box score and his minutes played every day and saying, this isn't right. I think he understands it's going to take some time, and he has an opportunity here to really maximize development, so when he gets to the league, he sticks in the league.
All right, folks. Andrew Jones, TarHeelIllustrated.com. Check him out. Actually, one of my favorite writers, and I'm not just saying that
You're
because
my favorite photographer.
Yeah,
How
I'm your
about
favorite
that?
photographer. And look, it's No Shave November.
No Shave, that's right.
No Shave November. Thanks.